Before we start our story for this part, we are going to make a review for the previous part. Are you ready?
Mr. The next week we'll have speaking or today?
This week on Thursday.
Yes, I mean this one.
Yes, this week, yes. About famous inventor, okay?
Yes, I already made the presentation
Yes, well done, Mohammed. I hope all of you to do the presentation.
about two inventors.
Yes, two inventors you made?
Yes, I made two.
Okay, okay. I share with you some question about the previous parts that we had together before we finish our story or before we start the new one. Okay, are you ready? Okay, be ready for the question that I share with you now. If you know the answer, please raise your hand without making any noise. Yes, the first question is the previous part, the first part that we have on the story, that we had on the story. Yes, who can answer the first question? Yes. Explain the genre of the story, the river that went to the sky.
Me. Mr. Me.
Without making noise, please just raise your hand, okay?
Me, Mr. Me,
I'll
me.
select without saying anywhere. Raise your hand only, please, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Muhammad Zuhair. Yes, Muhammad, start.
Yes. The genre of the story is a math.
The genre.
It is what?
The genre of the story, okay?
Yes, the genre of the story
Mm.
is a math, and I will explain it. A myth is an old story told by word of mouth that explains something about nature.
Yes, well done, Muhammad. Zuhair, can you read the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Myth is an old story told by word of mouth that explains something about nature.
Nature. Excellent, Muhammad. Question number 2. Who are the characters of the story? Who are the characters of the story? Muhammad Yasser. Muhammad Yasser, are you here? Muhammad Yasser.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Muhammad. Huh? Who are the characters of the story?
Yeah, Muhammad is not in the
Mister, I can't say it.
Give him the chance, please, no work.
Okay.
Yes, Muhammad. Huh?
The river,
Yes.
the sun,
Yes. Who else?
the animals,
The animals,
and the wind.
the wind, and some trees or plants or planets. Some trees or plants that we have. Okay, some trees or plants. Okay, can you say them again? Huh? The river,
The river, the sun, the wind, the grass,
trees, and Muhammad. I asked you to read. Can you read? Muhammad Yasser. Muhammad Yasser, can you read? Okay. So I can see the river, the sun, the wind, the grass, trees, and some animals. I think that Muhammad had a problem in the mind. Okay, question number 3. Yes, Adham. Adham.
I am raising my hand, but you didn't choose me.
Yes, don't worry, Adam.
Can
Adham,
answer number 4?
I'd like to be sure that the other follow me during the session, Adham, okay? So I asked the one who didn't raise, like Adam, sorry. Like Adham, I asked him, he didn't reply. Adham? Okay, Adam, can you answer?
Yes, Mister. Okay, Mister.
Yes, Adam?
Yes.
Can you answer
Yes.
question number 3? Wait, please, Adam. Yes. What is the plot of the story?
The plot is around minute. I don't remember.
Mister, I forgot the meaning of plot.
I know.
The
Me too.
problem of the story. We said the plot
Plot means
has
the
4
plot.
elements: problem,
Okay, Mister, now I
Say
remember.
it.
rising action, climax, and resolution. Yes,
I
these are
know.
Mister,
the
can I
4
answer?
elements. Yes, Adam. Huh?
When the river went to the sky and turned into clouds, the wind was pushing the clouds. Pushing and shoving was the only thing the gentle river cannot handle.
No, this is not the answer.
Mister, I know.
Mister, I know it. Can I
Yes,
answer?
yes,
Mister, I can say
Muhammad
it.
Beher, Muhammad Beher. Huh?
Yes, Mister. The problem of the story is that the river wanted to go to the sky,
Yes,
but the animals suffer.
the animals will suffer. Yes, as we said, the river wants to go to the sky, but the animals and the plants will suffer. Okay, Adam, this is the answer that I want from you. Okay, can you answer the
Okay.
next one? Who can answer the next one?
Me, Mister. Me. Mister, me, no more.
Mister,
Mister,
I
finish.
know.
I know.
You know
Mister, I
also,
didn't finish.
Adam?
I know, Mister. I didn't answer.
Okay, Abdurrahman, huh?
Mister, I can answer
Abdurrahman.
it. Who
Mister is
offered to
not even
help the
raising his
river?
hand.
Who offered to help the river to go to the sky? How? The sun, the sun offered to for the river to go to the sky. How by evaporating the
By
water.
evaporation, yes. What was the deal between the sun and the river?
That the river will find a way to go down by itself.
Yes, well done. Yes, well done, Abdurrahman. Thanks so much. Question
Welcome.
number 5. Question number 5. Okay, Adam, answer number 5. Adam, huh?
Can I answer?
With
Why
Ahmed.
did the
Yes,
river
yes. Why did the river want to go to the sky?
the sky? Because he saw because he saw the stars, and he wanted to go walk on the blues.
Yes, well done. So
He
as we
liked
said,
the sky.
yes, as we said, to
To
walk
walk
the
on the
blue
blue sky and see
sky.
the twinkling eyes.
Yes, excellent. Thanks so much. The next group of questions that we have, I show also with you, just for reviewing, for revision the part before we start the last one. We have only one page as we know, so we have the time to make our revision. I share this part also with you. Yes, who can answer this one? How was jungle formed? Ahmed Ihab?
Yes.
Yes, Ahmed. Ryan, Ryan,
Yes,
Ryan. Is this
yes.
sound from you or from where?
No, I muted my mic. It was
So,
muted.
From Nawar, Mister.
Nawar, okay,
No.
please, Nawar, mute
Yes,
yourself,
Mister.
please. Mute yourself.
Mister, can I answer?
Okay, after Ahmed, you will answer. Yes, Ahmed. Huh?
Uh, but
How was the jungle formed?
when the trees gather to talk about h- how to make the river don't go to the sky.
Again, please.
When the trees gather to talk about
Trees and
the
creepers. Yes, trees and creepers gather together
to
the
talk
jungle.
about the river,
To make
the jungle.
the jungle. So we said again, can you read the answer?
Trees and creepers gather together to form the jungle.
Yes, well done, Ahmed. Question number 2. Yes, Ryan. How was
Yes,
savannah
Mister.
formed?
How was savannah formed?
Yes.
Some small
Your
trees.
can, please,
And
Ryan. Your can.
okay, Mister.
Please, all of you try to turn on your can. Yes, Ryan.
Yes.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
well. Huh.
Some small fern trees and bushes dotted the grassy plains to become the savanna.
Excellent,
Savannah.
Ryan. Yes, excellent. The next one. The next one. Yes, what were the different reactions of the animals to the news that river would go to the sky? Ali Amr.
No.
Ali Amr. Ali Amr, can you answer? Ali Amr.
Yes, miss.
Adham. Yes, Ali, huh? What were
What?
the different, huh? This one.
Um.
Yes, Ali, can you read the question?
What were the different reactions of the animals to the news that river would go to the sky?
Yes.
I don't remember it.
If I can remind you of what happened, we said that some animals decide to do what when they know that the river want to go to the
Mister, I
sky.
know.
Uh, they will leave or they will stay or what?
Don't remember.
You can't
Mister, I
remember.
know.
Okay, Muhammad, yes.
Mister, I know, Mister. Amayan.
Some animals
Okay,
decided to live like the elephants and rhino.
yes, and what else?
Some elephants, some
Some
animals
animals? Huh?
decided to go to the jungle, like the
Yes,
chimpanzee and gorilla.
yes.
And some animals decided to stay, like the camels and
Sandy
sandcats.
cat, excellent, Muhammad Behir. Thanks so much. Question number 4. What was the shape that the river took when he went to the sky? Mu'min, Mu'min, can you
No, no.
answer? Mu'min,
Mister, I know, Mister.
So I didn't answer.
I know Mu'az, okay, but
And me.
Mu'min, can you answer? Okay, Mu'az, answer.
Mister, I know.
A
Mm.
cloud.
It took the shape of what?
Cloud.
White, fluffy, yes, white, fluffy clouds. Well done.
Cloud.
So we said the river took the shape of white, fluffy clouds. This is the last question that we had before, yes?
Yeah.
Today we are going to complete our study for the story, the last page. As we said before, the river decided to go up to the sky, and when it went up, what happened? It formed the shape, or took the shape of white, fluffy clouds, yes? When the wind started to annoy the river by pushing the clouds, as we said, the cloud is the shape of the river after the process of evaporation. After it went up to the sky, it formed or took the shape of the clouds. The winds tried to annoy the river by pushing him to fall down. You remember what happened for that? The river started to fall down by this power of the wind and make many river. But my question: when the river go back to its own place, hmm? Do you expect?
No,
No, he will
I
not go
yes,
back. He will go to his own place.
no,
No,
he
he
will
will
go
No.
back
go.
to the
No,
ground.
no. This was the deal between the sun and the river.
It will
Yes,
be rain, Mister.
that yes, this was the deal between the sun and the river. That she told him that she will go, that she will help him to go up to the sky by the process of evaporation, and she's not responsible for guide him to his own place or help him to go down to the same
Still,
place.
he will go down, but not to the same place. He will
Yes,
be
it will be
scattered.
different places and formed many rivers, as we know
For
together.
rain.
In the last page, we have many famous rivers, as we know. These rivers
Mister,
are in Africa. What is the
oh,
greatest river, as we know, in Africa? The longest river.
The Nile River.
Nile.
Yes,
The Nile
Nile,
River in Egypt.
Nile River. Yes, well done. Okay, we can listen. We listened for this part, for this bit before. Yes, we listened for this bit before.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
so we can listen for the last one.
Last page.
Yes,
Yeah.
the river reaction after pushing, he was annoyed and he said, "I want to go
I want to go
home."
home.
He said, "Here's the small cloud." He mean, here's the river himself. Okay, now let's listen. Then we are going to read after answering some questions. Okay, you can't hear. Yes, I'll change the sound with you. Can you hear now?
Yes, they all
Yes,
wanted
miss.
to go
Yes.
home.
Okay.
But
Yes.
how? The wind, so quick at picking up conversations, snapped up the news of the clouds trying to go home, and it gathered all its sisters, cousins, and brothers. Whoosh! They carried the clouds high and made them feel colder, and as the clouds huddled together, they grew heavy and began to fall as rain. Down below, the sun was still burning out any manner of moisture that remained in the riverbed. But it rained. It rained all day long and all night long. It rained everywhere, but never in the old riverbed. It rained in Abyssinia and formed the Blue Nile. It rained and formed the White Nile and Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika and Lake Malawi and Lake Chad, Lake Turkana, and many small lakes besides. It rained and formed the Shire River. It rained and formed the Zambezi. It rained some more, and the Limpopo, the Orange, the Niger, the Luangwa, and many, many other rivers were born. It rained heavily and lightly, day and night, and if you put your hands over your ears and moved them on and off, you could hear something like a song, but not quite a song. Something like words, but not quite like words. I am the river that went to the sky for a walk. I am the river that went to the sky for a walk. It rained and rained everywhere, but never in the place where the river once lived. If any of the drops ventured anywhere near that place, the sun bore down on them and sent them back into the sky. And it is true. If you go to the great continent
So as we said that any drop of water try to go down to the same place of the river, what happened?
It will rain.
The
Okay.
sun poured
The sun
down
went to
on
cloud.
them and sent them back into the sky. So the place of the river will not be forever, will not be a place for a river, it will be a desert. Okay? Yes. Yes, let's complete listening to this part.
of Africa today, you will see the vast expanse of sand where the meandering river lived. Sand everywhere, even in places where grass had been plenty. To this day, the wildebeest have not stopped running away from the sun, following their noses to wetter places where the grass would be as it used to be once upon a time, a long time ago, on the great continent of Africa.
Yes. Okay, Mahmoud, but before we go, I'd like to share some picture for unknown animals that you don't know. Okay, that we listen together in this paragraph. Let's pay attention to know how can we use the sound or the word of animals that we have in this paragraph. Listen carefully, please. Okay. Then I show the picture of these animals that's stated in this paragraph. Okay. You follow me?
Yes.
Yes. In this paragraph in page 253. Okay. I play the sound to know and focus please on the name of these animals to know how can we reduce the sound, how can we pronounce this word.
Elephant led a whole delegation south following the rhinoceros. Buffalo, lion, giraffe, gazelle, hyena, zebra, cheetah, and many others wandered south and roamed the grasslands. But rock-climbing Barbary sheep, camel, addax, sandcat, desert hedgehog, fennec fox, jerboa, sand grouse, and many others remained exactly where they were.
And now I share the picture of these animals that will listen to know what are they.
Yes.
And this is the first one that we know. This is rhino. Okay, this one is called. You can see it.
Yes.
Yes, please turn on your cam. Please turn on your cam.
Okay.
And this animal is called rhino. As we know, can live in the river. This one, Barbary sheep. I'll choose the name. This is called Barbary sheep. You can see the name. Yes, Barbary
Yes,
sheep.
at the title at the top.
Yes. This one, hedgehog. Hedgehog. Okay, hedgehog.
Okay, miss.
This one, sand cat. Sand cat. Okay. This one, fennec fox. Can make it bigger for you. This one is called fennec fox. Fennec fox. This one, jerboa. Jerboa. It's what look like the mouse, but it's not a mouse. Okay. It's called what?
It's like a kangaroo and mouse.
Yes.
Jerboa. Yeah. Jerboa. It's called jerboa. Okay.
Sir, this is
One.
a hamster.
No.
No. Different from
It looks like a rat, but it's
okay. This you can see it and go back again. This is called jerboa. Okay.
looks like a bunny rat.
Yeah. This one, sand grouse. This is a type of pythons. They can live in the desert. You can see them in the desert. Okay. They can depend on sand grouse. Sand grouse. Type of python. As you can see around this.
It's like a dog.
Like what?
No.
Like what?
Or
They're kind of vegan.
it's like a duck or a bird.
It's a python. You know python?
Yes.
That you can, when you go to
But-
Mecca, you can see them in the street. Yes. Also here in the map, some
Yes.
places. Yes. This python, this type
Yes,
of
because-
python, that's called sand grouse. Sand grouse.
I took a photo with them in Mecca.
Yeah. It's called what? Sand grouse.
And grass.
There was a flu because of them.
Mister,
Yes.
could you spell it?
Sand grouse.
Before there was a
Yes.
flu because of this.
Mister, can you hear me? Mister.
Sorry, I pressed mute or not the mic by mistake. Sand grouse. Sand grouse. Okay, Ryan?
Okay.
Sand grouse. This type of python. The next one, addax. You can see the picture of it.
Yeah.
Addax. Yes. And thus we know this type of plants that we talked before. You know now that this type of animals that we listened. Okay. Now I'll share you again the page and we are going to answer some question now before we start reading. Sorry. Yes. If you know the answer, raise your hand, please. Okay. We have only the last two questions of this part. Who didn't answer before? Huh? Mahmoud? Mahmoud?
Yes, miss.
Yes, can you answer the first one?
Okay.
Yes, read the question.
Who annoyed the river in the sky? What was the river's reaction?
Yes.
So I don't understand the question.
Who annoyed the river?
The wind.
The wind. So I don't understand. How?
By By moving it and
By pushing
pushing
him,
its
yes.
base.
When he was
Yes,
when you took the shape of the cloud, yes,
the cloud.
yes.
Yes,
And what was the river reaction?
she was sad and told to go back home.
He was annoyed, yes, oh, and he asked to go to back to
He
his
or
home.
she.
Yes, he said he. Okay. Yes, can you
Yeah.
read the answer again, Mahmoud?
Okay, the river was annoyed by the wind after the river took the shape of the cloud. The wind started to push him. All the clouds collected together so they became heavy and began to fall as rain.
As being yes. The last question. What is the theme of the story? Yes, who can say?
Yes, mister. I know.
Hmm. Not you, Muhammad,
Um,
because you answered for many times. So
oh.
we can ask. Mu'min, Mu'min, are you here?
This
Mu'min.
is an open question. I have to have many answers.
Yes, huh? Mu'min.
Yes, mister.
Yes, can you answer?
What is the theme of the story?
Yes.
Mm,
What is the moral lesson that you can learn from this story?
I know, Mister. I have one.
Okay, let me give a hint, Mu'min. We said that the river decided to go up to the sky, yes?
yes.
Did he expect what will happen to him? Did he
No.
expect?
No,
Did he know what would happen for him? No.
no,
So
No.
he didn't think well, yes? And after
Yes.
he went
yes.
there up to the sky, what happened?
He
He was
regret what he
He
did.
annoyed
was sad.
He
by
regret what he did.
the wind, yes?
He regret.
Yes.
So what is the lessons that we can learn from this situation?
Mister, I have one. Try to expect the best.
And
To
I
find the
have
best.
one also.
Try to expect the best. Yes.
Can I
No,
say?
let me make it close for you. For example, Mu'min, you are in 6C, okay? And you asked me to go to the other class 6B, okay? But when you go there, you asked to go there without thinking, just for going, okay? When you went to there, you found that the class is not acceptable and you can't stay in this class. So you are right in your decision.
No,
He regret what he did.
Mu'min, you are right in your decision.
Yes.
Yes, how yes?
how was?
No, 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 mister. I'm not right in my decision.
Because you didn't think well. Yes.
Yes.
So what is the moral lessons that you
Okay.
can learn
Try
from
to
it?
think well before do anything.
Yes, before taking any decision. Yes, well done, Mohammed.
Decision.
So it's clear for you now. Yes. So think carefully before taking a decision. This is the moral lessons that we can learn from
The
the story.
story is very short and easy.
Yes, very simple. Yes. Okay. Any question for the story before reading?
No,
No.
Mister.
Okay.
No, miss.
We have
We have 8 minutes.
7 minutes. We have 7 minutes. Yes.
Yes.
So
Mister,
we are
the
going to read the last
all of us
page.
read last time. All of
I
us read
know.
last time, but Adam read twice.
Okay, I know. Okay.
Adam will be the last.
Can I read?
Mister, can I read, please?
Adam. Okay, Adam,
Go,
start.
Ryan,
Okay,
start.
Can I
Adam.
have to
Adam.
start?
Okay, start. Adam.
Can I be after Adham?
Okay, Abdurrahman and Ryan. Okay. Okay. Yes, Adam.
Yes. They all want to go home, but how? The wind so quick at picking up conversation snapped up the news of the clouds
Adam,
trying
please, Adam. Try to be close to the mic. Okay.
I can say anything.
like
Yes.
this.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. They all want to go home, but how? The wind so quick at picking up conversations snapped up the news of the clouds trying to go home, and it gathered all its sisters, cousins, and brothers. Whoosh! They carried the clouds high and made them feel colder. And as the cool of the
Okay.
clouds,
Adam, you still have
Mr.
a problem in the mic. Okay.
I can hear him, Mister.
Yes, you can hear, but sometimes the voice start to be cut. Okay, complete, Adam. Okay.
Like this.
Yes, yes.
Okay, complete.
Okay. They carried the clouds high and made them feel colder, and as the clouds huddled together, they grew heavy and began to
ممكن
fall
Mr.
as rain.
Shahab.
Down below, the
Mr.
sun was still burning out any manner of moisture that remained in the riverbed.
Thanks,
Can I
Adham.
can I read?
Right, Abdurrahman, okay?
But it rained all day long and all night long. It rained everywhere, but never in the old river bed. It rained in Abyssinia,
Abyssinia.
Abyssinia, Abyssinia, and formed the Blue Nile. It rained and formed the White Nile, and Lake Victoria, and Lake Tanganyika.
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 Yes.
Tanganyika, and Lake Malawi,
Malawi.
and Malawi,
Malawi.
and Lake Chad, Lake Turkana, and many small lakes besides. It rained and formed the Chire River. It rained and formed the Zambezi.
Yes.
Uh,
It rained some. Huh?
it rained some more, and the Limbu, the
Limpopo.
Orange, the
Limpopo, the Orange, the
Limbubu,
Niger,
the Niger,
Niger, Niger.
the
Huh?
Luangwa, and many other rivers were born. It rained heavily and lightly, day and night. And if you put your hands over your ears and moved them on and off, you could hear something like a song, but not quite a song. Something like words, but not quite like words.
Thanks,
I am the
Abdurrahman.
river.
That's enough.
Can I read?
Yes, Ryan.
Okay.
Mister, can I read?
Don't worry, Muhammad Bahir. Don't worry. After Ryan finish,
I'll
if
read.
you have time, you read. Okay. Ryan, huh?
Okay. Okay.
Mister, can you hear me?
Yes, huh? Start reading and turn on your cam, please.
Okay. But it rained. Yes. It rained. It rained.
No. I
Somewhat.
am the river from here.
Oh, I am the river that went to the sky for a walk. I am the river that went to the sky for a walk. It rained and rained everywhere, but never in the place where the
Try to
river
speak
once.
up and raise your voice, please, Ryan. Okay.
Okay,
Huh? It rained and rained. Huh?
it ra- it rained and rained everywhere, but never the place where the river once lived. If any of the drops ventured anywhere near the place, sun poured down on them and sent them back into the sky, and back into the sky. And it is true. If you go to the great continent of Africa today, you will see the vast expanse of sand where the meandering river lived. Sand everywhere, even in places where grass had been planted. To this day, the wild beasts haven't stopped running away from the sun, following their noses to wetter places where the grass would be as it is used to be once upon a time, a long time ago on the great continent of Africa.
Mister, can I read?
Can I go to fill my bottle?
Can I read?
Okay, Muhammad Bahir, start. Yes, okay, Adam. Muhammad Bahir.
From where? From the beginning of the page?
Yes, the same page.
Yes, they all
No,
wanted to go
Ahmed,
home.
I have never mind about the problem of the internet. Okay, you told me. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
they all wanted to go home, but how? The wind, so quick at picking up conversations, snapped up the news of the class trying to go home, and it gathered all its sisters, cousins, and brothers. Whoosh! They carried the clouds high and made them feel colder. And as the clouds huddled together, they grew heavy and began to fall as rain. Down below, the sun was still burning out any manner of moisture that remains in the riverbed. But it rained. It rained all day long and all night long. It rained everywhere but never in the old riverbed. Mr. The
yes.
Preacher.
The period finished. Okay. What subject that you have?
Math and Mr. Yasser is here.
Okay. Mr. Yes, I'll give you the host now.
Okay, Mr. Hamada, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Yes. You are the host now, Mr. Yes.
the boys. Okay, thank you, Mr.
Welcome, Mr.
Boys, open your book page 452.
What, Mr.